I see that thou hast entered my mansion. Normally, I would punish those who choose to trespass into our territory. But since I recognize you from last Halloween, I shall allow you to pass. In fact, it's been a while since we've last met here. So let me show you around this place again, shall we? Oh, and excuse me if you see my dim flashlight on. The thunderstorm that thou art hearing outside right now has caused the power in this mansion to go kaput. The lights in here are usually always made slightly dimmer than what you think. Want to know why? Because I hate excessively bright light. It stings my eyes so bad to the point that I go blind. Anyways, I have something in my basement to show you. Follow me. Down here is my special workspace, which I call the Haunted Lab. This is where me and my brother, Jack O'Neill, work on some secret recipes together. I've had this special laboratory for more than 150 years now. So please don't touch anything you see in this room. I don't want to have to replace any of these valuable, expensive materials. And chances are, you don't want to eat them. This isn't the main thing I'm showing you. Follow me into the small room and take a step. Alright. Now that we are here, I have this really old but unique book which I have owned for the past 204 years. It isn't just a diary, but a keepsake of my own 200+ year history. Let me tell you the start of the story, shall I? Spooktopia. This was where the story started. About 250 years ago, the spookiest city ever on the planet, which we are in right now, was born. Ever since the construction of my hometown, we have celebrated the spooky season year-round, especially at this time of the year, which is when this town is the most active. But 50 years later, chaos would strike. Legend says that, by that time, the town's greatest enemy had appeared. Queen Helra, the monster you've never heard of before. Huge vampire dragon, spear-like tail, big claws, glowing red eyes. Once the empress of this land, she hath raided the town and brought all thy ancient spirits, including me, into it. Like I said from the beginning, 50 years after that dragon, Helra, brought Spooktopia to life, disaster struck. Let me read more from this book and you shall understand what I mean. 31 days before Halloween night that year, Helra turned on us and was seen destroying our town using her cursed vampire-like powers. Numerous efforts were made by our hometown to put a stop to her. Most never succeeded. However, by the time she was weak enough to stop fighting, she decides to vacate the town for good and move into a cave further away from the area, where her new homeland now was. At that point, I knew that I need to keep an eye on the town and prepare to fight back in case that monster were to ever make a return. That was when my haunted lab was born. "30 days before Halloween in 1824, the day after Helra attacked, me and my younger brother, Jack Onando, who was born into this world about 25 years after me, were beginning to set up the haunted lab together Alright, Jacaranda. I want you to help me carry a few things into the slab.
But haven't we been working here for more than 24 hours straight?
Yes, but don't worry, this step shouldn't take very long, just as long as we work together.
Alright then. Might as well help you out while I can.
Thank you. Now let's get working.
Phew. Are we done here? I'm tired.
Almost. I have one more task for you to complete.
One more task? I should just get a break at this point. We've been working for more than a whole day.
Again, this shouldn't take long. Get the water hose from the backyard and fill the cauldron that we placed near the corner with some water.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say. There. Now can we get a break?
Now that you've been demanding me for it for so long, fine. In the meantime, I'll be making some lunch for you upstairs. Meet me in the kitchen by noon and I shall serve it to you.
Sounds fair. I'll be in the lobby if you need me for anything else.
I have to admit, my brother always thinks he needs a break from everything. Especially when it comes to setting up the lab. At least he isn't as annoying. Well, sort of. Lunch is ready.
I'll be right there. Whoa, soul cake time.
Here you go. Careful though. I just took it out of the oven, so it's still a little hot.
Understandable, but thank you. I just love soul cakes. My treat.
Throughout most of the 1800s, me and my brother enjoyed soul cakes. However, I also absolutely love baking other cool sweets, such as candy corn, bumbrek bread, and even candy apples. My cooking skills are pretty cool, huh? Cooking isn't my only best skills when it comes to this mansion, though. About 15 years and 1 day later, I received 2 packages in the mail. One of those packages had materials needed for me to build a new wooden fence in the backyard, which you'll see more about later. And the second one contained one of the coolest gifts I ever gotten in my entire life. A brand new pipe organ. I had assembled my new organ and I placed it in the mansion's lobby. And of course, as you guessed, I still enjoy playing it today. About time I test this new organ out for myself.
Hey, what do you have here, Wraith NATO? I can hear all of that music from my own room.
A pipe organ. I just got it in the mail earlier this morning. I absolutely love this new gift of mine. In fact, you should try it. Listen to how spooky it sounds.
I might as well. I never tried a pipe organ like this before, so...
That's not how one plays a pipe organ. Watch how I play it.
Whoa! This organ does sound spooky.
Very spooky indeed. Now you try it. This time, go slower.
Better?
Perfect. That sounds much better than what you played before.
Nice. Anyways, I'm starving. I'll just get some breakfast.
Pipe organ music sounds fun, doesn't it? That's because it's the spookiest music that has ever existed at that time. You know what is just about as spooky as that? What I do, of course. Just wait until I read these next few pages. Later that same day, me and Jacko Nando were busy installing fences for our new zombie garden in the backyard.
I found some of the fencing that you haven't used yet.
Good. That shall come in handy later. Now, I'm getting close to using up the nails I have out. Can you give me another box of nails?
More nails? I thought that was the only box we had.
There should be another box in the shed. If you need help finding it, see me.
Fine, I'll check the shed. Even though it'll probably not be another box left.
Of course. That old shed of mine once used to be near that big forest, which got cut down several years later. And yes, both that forest and my shed were taken down for a good reason. In fact, what my brother didn't know about when he was about to enter the shed was that something was also coming for him.
What was that sound? I hope I didn't forget to finish my dinner tonight.
Is everything okay?
Yes it is. Sorry. I'm just trying to get the shed door open, and I found it locked.
That's alright. Let me just look inside the mansion and find the key for the shed, so that I can unlock it. There we go. It's now unlocked.
Thanks!
No problem. Let me know if you need anything else. But for me, back to work on a new fence.
Alright, I'll hand you the box of nails momentarily. Now, get in there and grab a fresh new box of nails. That is, if I find one. Oh! Ah!
Huh? What is going on? And why did I just see you run back here screaming?
I'm hearing something strange from the shed.
Really? Let's get back to that shed and have a look together, shall we? Alright, now that we are here, tell me, where were you when you hear those noises?
I was right out the door. Plus, I heard some growling noises when I was just about ready to step inside.
It's probably just a random wild animal. Just as long as it isn't after us, it should be no big deal. Now, let me get the nails that I need out of this shed and...
Did you hear that? That sounded like the same growl I heard before you came.
Don't worry, it's most likely just a wolf. It probably isn't dangerous unless you disturb it. What is it? Still worry about those growling noises?
No. That! Oh my god!
I'm coming for you, Jacko. You know what happens with someone who shall be deemed a threat to us?
Please! I'm not food!
Oh no, you don't. all starts with charging up and ends with releasing.
Thank you, Wraith NATO. You saved me from that terrifying monster. But I wonder why it went after me all of a sudden. I don't remember ever seeing a creature like that before.
Me neither. Chances are it's probably one of Helra's minions. We know that she lives somewhere in our world. We just don't know exactly where her cave is yet.
Oh. Wait, who's Hellrun again?
She is that giant, red-eyed vampire dragon that gave birth to our homeland many years ago. 50 years after Spooktopia was born. However, she attacked us and later fled into a cave at an unknown location.
I understand what you're saying now. But what about the nails? I never got the chance to grab a box of them before the giant three-headed wolf came and tried to eat me.
No worries. I'll grab them for you so that we can go right back to work on the new fence. Let me get there now. Stay here for a moment and keep an eye on my wood until I get back. This should only take a minute or two. There. Done. See? That didn't take long, did it?
Nope, not long at all. I'm glad that all of your materials remained untouched this entire time, since you were quicker than me.
I know, right? Anyways, without further disruptions, let's get back to work on constructing our new fence. Want to know how long it took for us to fully construct that fence overall? 2 weeks. You heard me. That fence took us an eternity to complete. And besides, that is exactly where our zombie cemetery stands now. Oh, and I forgot to mention, exactly 5 years after that Cerberus attack, our old shed, along with the entire forest behind it, was torn down for new housing for my spooky neighborhood. For what I just read though, that pretty much sums up my time in most of the 1800s. In fact, my powers are pretty strong. Way stronger than you think. Even stronger than most of the other monsters that were present all around my homeland between then and now. Which you'll learn more about at a later time. Anyways, I need to grab some dinner. I hope to return to you soon so that we can proceed reading from where we stopped at. Stay here. I'll be back soon.